What is up, guys and girls? Hurricane Liz here, and in this video we go over getting into influencer. If you've had trouble getting into influencer and just haven't been able to do it, then this is the video for you. Not only do we talk about round one, but we also talk about getting into the dreaded 3-video phase. We're going to break down how to absolutely destroy that phase 2 approval and get in every single time. So I'm super fired up for this video. I hope you're fired up. Let's do this. All right, so in this video, I figured I would go over some really solid profiles, and let me tell you why I'm gonna go over this. Now, I do wanna remind everyone my guide is available below, that if you have not been approved for influencer, there's a reason for that, and my guide covers the most obvious reasons for not having been accepted into the program. That will help solve the mystery. But it all starts with a great foundation, which means that if your social media account, whether or not you were able to trick Amazon to get in on the first run, if it's not solid and has real texture behind it, and what I mean by that is it's not a real profile. You can't buy one, they will catch on to that. So you have to have a real profile and be a real person. Remember, at the end of the day, it's Amazon influencer. So they want to have the ability to make you a superstar, right? You're a personal brand. That's how you have to treat it. So what I'm going to show you today is if you've got that solid foundation, then it's time to get approved for round 2. And if you haven't been able to get through round 2, this is the video you need to pay attention to. So listen closely, because I'm going to give you the most common reasons that people don't get approved for round 2 and how you can get past those. And what we're going to do is we're going to analyze people's profiles, and I'll tell you exactly why you just need to duplicate some of them and then others avoid what they're doing. This will for sure get you into influencers. So we're going to start here with .com dollar. And while he's an influencer, congratulations, that's amazing. But if you try and do what he's done here, you might not get approved. And I'll talk about why. First off, he's got at least one platform linked here. So you got to focus on linking other platforms, even if you hardly have any followers. Now, I'm just curious to see how many followers he actually has on YouTube. And we'll see if he has a significant amount, 4.2K subscribers. Video. So that definitely helps out. He's done a good job by doing that. But let's just say you have nothing here to link and you've got a TikTok and an Instagram and they hardly have any followers. It doesn't matter. Still link them. It's still worth linking them just so that they see that you are a real person and you're not just creating multiple profiles all over the place, especially if those profiles have age. So great job. Then he's got a profile picture, which is excellent. He's also got a backdrop right here. And then he's got something that's really important, I think a lot of people neglect to do, particularly on those first 3 videos. He's got thumbnails here. So when you do decide to submit those 3 videos, make sure you have thumbnails for them and try to make them simple. Here's are pretty much simple: watch before buying, and then it's got a picture of the product. How much easier could it get than that? I would though recommend on your first 3 to have some personality integrated with that and put your face. Like, I mean, he's got a handsome face. He should have put his mug on the photo, people. Should have put his mug on the photo, made Amazon realize like, oh, we are really dealing with a person here and it's not a mother effing bot. So he did that at least well. Now that's all he's got on here. So I'm gonna tell you that he didn't do enough nowadays for what Amazon is wanting to see. So now we're gonna look at more involved ones. I've got 4 more to go, so we're gonna look at those 4. We're gonna start with this one, Jonathan Alonso. Excellent job. Whatever he's got in the back doesn't really make a difference, but it's clear as cut as day. It's Jonathan Alonso. He's got his up here. He's got a whole bit about himself and whatnot. He's got a picture right here. And look at how many things he's got LinkedIn. Like, let's take a look at, I'm even making up stuff. LinkedIn. I can't take a look at that because I can't. Let's take a look at Instagram. I probably can't look at Instagram either, but let's see what he's got. 1,900 followers on Instagram, and let's see TikTok, and we'll see what he's got on TikTok. TikTok, 4,100 followers. So he's got stuff all over the place. Even if he didn't, he would get approved just because it's a solid overall profile. He's got 57 subs. You can see what I'm talking about. He doesn't have a lot on YouTube, but it's got everything linked, so it goes to show he's a real dude. And then he's got a nice little bio here, which is fantastic. Profile pic. Then he's got videos. He doesn't seem to have any thumbnails on anything, which is fine. Everything is done vertically, which is fine also. But then look what he's got. This is what you got to do. Idealist. He's got 1. I would recommend do a couple of them, and that he does a pretty okay job. It's pretty good. I would say that if you did something like this and applied, you would get approved. And so he did a great job on that. Now we've got 2 more to show. This one is Men's health, lifestyle, fitness reviews, earns commission. He's got a nice picture of himself, a nice backdrop here, and then he's got a nice bio, as we talked about. And he's got one link. It's to his Instagram account, which is fine. Obviously, we want to see more than that, but he does have 5,000 followers, and that account was good enough to get him approved. If you do have others, you certainly want to link those. But then down here, this is where he's done a phenomenal job. He's got these idea lists, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, which is great. He's got videos, which is what we're already looking at. And then he has done a couple of live streams. So right now, previously live, he's got this live stream. I've not really ever looked at any of these, but it seems to me that he's been doing a solid job of these things. And he's obviously making some decent money on this, as he's got 934 posts. And look at all the bags he's got in boxes. It looks like he's getting this on a weekly basis. So overall, he's done a solid job. If you don't get approved the first time, try to devote as much attention to doing all these little extra things like I'm showing you right here. Next one up is NickZ. Again, phenomenal job. Looks just like the previous ones. This guy looks like he came out in Jersey Shore or something, right? So anyways, he's got this top banner here that looks great. A profile pic, a nice little bio here. And he doesn't have anything linked, which he should. He's got about 231 posts, but you can tell that he's got some thumbnails. Again, remember, thumbnails are very important, especially when you're first trying to get in. It just shows influencer that you're trying to take that extra step. Now, if we go on and look more, he's got idea lists, and he's got 7 idea lists, which is fantastic. And then he's got the videos. He's got like everything, a little bit of everything. The only thing I would have liked to have seen here is some links to his other profile pictures, and also his face on here. Like I said, he's a very good looking guy. He should have his face on here a lot more. It would make a lot of the ladies like click through. He looks fun. He looks funny. He looks good looking. Like, what's the reason not to click? Especially if you're a female looking to see what the product looks like. You get to hope to see this guy on the video, right? And then lastly, I left the very last review here for the big dogs. This is WTI. Remember, they're almost like a syndicate of reviewers, and somebody's paying these reviewers an astronomical amount of money in order to make these reviews. And you'll notice, if you've got to duplicate any profile, it would be this one. And the reason for that is that they make the most amount of money that I know of on influencer, other than possibly a celebrity. So let's break down what they've got. They've obviously got the banner, which we've been ranting on and on about. They've got the profile pic, which is just a play button. I mean, there's no real person behind the brand. Then they've got this nice bio that talks about their POV on everything from XYZ, right? And then they've got all the profiles. So even a buying syndicate has every single profile linked in their bio here. What's your excuse, guys? I mean, come on, aren't you real people? This is a syndicate of people, and they still have the room to put all this shit on there. So what's your excuse is really what it comes down to. Now, here they have something called curations, which I'm not even sure what that is, but maybe they got something released early on in their profile, since they are one of the biggest earners in all of Amazon. And then if we come down here, we'll notice they have over 10,000 posts. I think realistically speaking, it's almost like 30,000, because they make an enormous amount of money. Word on the street is, word on the street, what the hell is a word on the street? Is that these guys make over $2 million a year. And here's what they've got. They've got the idea list, which we talked about a lot, and they've got a ton of idea lists right here. It keeps going and going and going and loading. And then they've got another portion. They've got photos, which we didn't even talk about because I've not seen anybody else really do this, but this is merely just photos of the products. That's pretty simple and easy to do. They've obviously got a professional photographer on deck, but you can do this on your smartphone. Come on, people. And then the videos, which we've already seen, and then of course the live streams. You will notice on the videos that they do also have these thumbnails, and they're all branded identically. So again, this comes down to people recognize this. If they do trust one of their reviews, the likelihood that they click on their video review for another product is very high, especially if they see the same reviewer. So again, all these are basic elements that are easy for you to be able to implement just to make sure that you get in for round 2. A lot of people, arms up in there, they're like, I can't figure this shit out. I don't know if I had 2 videos of this size or 2 videos of that size. All the Amazon human reviewer is looking for on phase 2 is to see that there is a real person behind a brand or a page, and that real person has put in a lot of effort into their profile to make it pretty and to make sure that they show a genuine interest to helping build these reviews on Amazon. That's it. It's that simple. So don't overthink it. Follow the tips on this video and you're surely to get in for round 2. So questions and comments go below. I always personally answer those, and I'll see you guys next time. And do not forget, my guide is available. My email is below in case you have had trouble getting into influencer. It will unlock all those secrets. See you guys next time.